Centers safely repairs more than 200,000 vehicles a year, helping Canadians get back on the road with the trust and comfort of knowing their vehicle has been returned to like-new condition. Since 2002, CSN has grown to become the leader in collision repair. CSN Collision Centers, give us a call. We'll straighten it out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think these athletes know each other so well, and they know who speed as we see them. The cannon goes off, and here we go. The men are off at the 2026 Athletic Brewing Ironman 70.3 Oceanside, and looks like a long line across here. A lot of these big breaks, with a lot of swim depth in this field, so I expect to see this sort of bunched up field that we get. As we get 200 or 300 metres, it'll start thinning out. We already see a couple of athletes making their way to the front here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about, we've got such good swimmers in this race, and it is where do you line up on that start, and then if you line it up with the people you want to swim to, or are some of those fastest swimmers like you
numbers, so they'll probably line up next to each other. They know each other well. As we see, I think it's Voldemir Solok from Denmark taking the lead here. The conditions look just so good, Sis. I mean, a race like Kona, for instance, where there's a bit of water moving and maybe some wind chop as well. There's some tactics in where you line up, and I think today you just want the shortest distance and the shortest line of that first turn you can. Or tactically, you want to align yourself near a swimmer that you know a set of feet that you want to jump on.
Yeah, and I'm loving these aerial shots on that women's start. As our pro women are underway, the 1.2 mile roper swim to kick off our 2026 Athletic Pro Ironman at 70.3 Oceanside. As we said, it's the third race in the Experience Ironman Pro Series. And let's just say now that the North American Pro Race season is well and truly underway. Our pro men and pro women now both in the water. Now, Chloe, the swim course record for the women, it was from 2022, Taylor Lynn. It was 23 minutes, 21 seconds. Do you think with the likes of Lara Hernandez, Tomei, Kirsten Casper, Victoria Lopez, do you think, and the conditions today, do you think we might see that record falling?
It's a very good chance, and it depends on the tactics of these women. We see Victoria Lopez, who's a noted swimmer from short course racing, leads out a lot of swim fits and a lot of breakaways in WTCS races. She's on the front. And athlete like Lara Hernandez Tomei, who has the pedigree to swim off the front, she's very new to the program, so it'll be interesting to see what her tactics are. Does she try to go off the front, or does she just want to sit in the comfort of that front group, safety in numbers? So it looks like Victoria Lopez has taken up the pace making at the front of this race. But certainly in these conditions, these are the kind of conditions that you really need if you want to see some of these records broken.
Yeah, so you can see that purple cap, Victoria Lopez. At the front, the yellow cap, Taylor Lynn, straight onto her feet. I think that is the red cap, potentially Marta Sanchez in there. I can see the purple cap as well, Sif Bendert Madsen. Trying to get onto that feet, obviously Victoria Lopez is one of the fastest swimmers in the sport coming up from the short course. Men
Yeah, Victoria Lopez is still on the front here, and they're coming up on the back of the men's profile. Some great swimming by these ladies. Taylor Neer just looks really relaxed, tucked in there. Kirsten Cuthbert in this group as well as they make the turn and come in. So they're on dry land now, and they've got this big long run. One of the longest transitions on the circuit here at Oceanside, and just another great swim by Victoria Lopez. Three certainties in life: death, taxes, and Victoria Lopez will lead a swim out at the top of the hat. She just loves to get on the front and push the pace. She's done it again, and it's helped a couple of the other ladies set this race up, including Taylor Ned and Kirsten Cuthbert in this group. Marta Sanchez as well, I believe. I think I just saw fly past.
Following the women into transition, we have our Wahoo Element rival. First out of water for our female pros, which was Victoria Lopez. As Chloe said, you can pretty much bet on her. She's going to be first out of water in 23 minutes and 23 seconds.
Taylor Ned, first to her right, went to top quickly. Victoria Lopez right behind her, and Marta Sanchez as well. So a nice pack of five, but Taylor Ned will look to put those socks on. She likes to put the socks on early, so she doesn't have to worry about it in T2. She'll get her socks on quick, and take that colourful one, and she is out first. Taylor Ned is out first. Marta Sanchez on her heels. Kirsten Casper along with those two women. So three women out now.
Interesting to note, since that most of the girls had the rehydration stuff behind the seat, that as we're getting a look here at Solly Hostet, who's reigning Ironman world champion. And Solly is about 2 minutes down.
Yeah, 250 down. I think she was with Jackie